I saw a public piano about a year ago in Brunswick, Maine, and my son, who was 8 at the time, started playing it, and a little crowd developed behind him, and then they started clapping when he was done, and I thought this is a really neat way to get sort of strangers to interact and for people to be able to play the piano and share their sort of talents with the community, even if they might never play in sort of a more traditional concert. So then it took a while, but we issued a call for proposals from artists to paint the piano, and I got a donated piano from a local woman, and then it happened to be in a second floor walk-up apartment, so then the great public works crew took it down a flight of stairs and moved it over to the downtown gazebo. And we hired a local artist, Zahava Frank, who painted it with her own design, which was really cool. It was a large tree that extends up above the piano with a rainbow behind it.
I was inspired by Takoma Park and like the art that's already present here, such as like the side of the co-op that really shows like nature and community, and I wanted to highlight those aspects of Takoma Park. I used just acrylic paint and then a piece of board to add the cutout for the leaves. I had to prime over the wood and then like trace out everything, and then paint like the base part, then add in the cutout and sort of blend that into the rest of the painting.
Okay, it's all yours. Oh, sweet. Whoa. Time never seemed so good. I'm being inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night. It don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I heard it runs off my shoulder, I don't know when I'm holding you. Warmth, touching warmth, reaching out, touching me, touching. Keep going. I say sweet. Time never seems so good.
Yeah, we had, I thought it would be great to have an opening concert to sort of welcome the piano to Takoma Park. It's the first ever public piano we've had and the only one I know of in the area. And so we had a concert where pretty much anyone in the community could show up and play the piano. And we had a great crowd, and so we had maybe 13 or 14 pianists, all ages from 7 years old all the way up into their 60s. And one fiddle player too, who accompanied one of the pianists. So it was a great event, and I think a good way to sort of bring the piano to the community and let them know it's here. It'll be in the gazebo for about 4 months, when pretty much anybody can come by and play it from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. any day. We don't want people playing it at night to avoid any noise complaints, but other than that, it's out there and people can play or listen.
Getting the cutout done was the most difficult part of the process, just logistically to figure out with measurements and everything. The hardest part to paint was probably getting in like sort of proportions and like positioning and everything for the musicians on the sides. I really loved when it sort of all came together with the front once I had the board attached and the cutout was there, and I could sort of see the whole design coming together how I imagined. I'm about to start school for animation, so I don't have any other projects I'm working on right now, but I am sort of learning to hopefully become an animator in the future.
I think it's just a great way to get art and music sort of out of galleries and museums or sort of more traditional concert venues. So when people are just walking down the street, they will see a public piano and maybe be a little surprised or hear some music they didn't expect.
I think it's really amazing. I think it's like a really sort of like beautiful way to add to the community, and especially how it's done here in Takoma Park, I really love.